Blockchain money, blockchain kings. Me and XRP bags, man, we run the scene.
I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. Went from working like a slave, now I'm on the blockchain. When I sleep, I get them gains. Compounding, we lift away. Flip the switch, we on our way. Can't hold us down, blast in your face. Missed out on the transformation that held you back, we on the train. Select XRP up on my brain. Got bucket hats, we can make it rain. The army's the real commanders on the ship, we put you up on game. Big boy equals Bitcoin, and I rep XRP in my name. A salute to you, Lieutenant XRP. I'll be blasting off this plane. Continue getting into these bags, then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with them plans, better back on, back on, back on, back on. Continue getting into these bags, then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with them plans, better back on, back on, back on, back on. Continue getting into these bags, then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with them plans, better back on, back on, back on.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the sensei of Kung Tech Fu, doing crypto kung fu with you all day long, ladies and gentlemen. So it's sitting out here and it's raining today, so I figure it's as good as time as any to pour on the crypto knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, because the crypto knowledge, as you guys hear me say it all the time, the more you learn, the more you can earn, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a topic today that we want to talk about. And the topic that we're going to talk about today is, I'm going to spell it out for you. Liquidity as a service, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what is liquidity as a service? Well, let's see what Google has to say about it, ladies and gentlemen. Liquidity as a service, LAAS. Sometimes you'll actually see this acronym as you go about your travels, ladies and gentlemen. Is a solution that provides decentralized exchange, DEX, protocols, and decentralized finance projects with access to sufficient liquidity for smooth transactions and financial services. This service eliminates the need for unsustainable liquidity mining campaigns, which can lead to unwanted volatility, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you can go down here and you can just read this little description, but it's essentially that's what it is. So we are going to talk today about where, as an investor, using digital ledger technology and or your cryptocurrency, where you can exchange your fiat into crypto, where it can not only have actual value, but where it can exponentially bring you some returns. Because first of all, what we're trying to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is we're trying to get some long-term strategy so that we can utilize the principle of compound interest. Now, let's just quickly take a look at what the heck in the world is compound interest. Well, Albert Einstein actually has a very famous quote where he says, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who does not pays it, ladies and gentlemen. So you see that once you go over here and you start going and let's just see what Investopedia has to say about that. All right. Discover the magic of compounding and why it is important to increasing wealth, ladies and gentlemen. And that's essentially it. We don't even really have to go into that. Now, why am I mentioning this stuff to you guys? I'm mentioning this stuff because this is what it takes in order to understand the groundwork of where we are going. And it will be to your benefit to stay to the end of the video. I am not here to impress you. I am not here to be your financial advisor, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not even trying to convince you of anything. I am a crypto expert simply telling you where the opportunities are should you wish to make yourself wealthy using the tool that is responsible for the greatest transfer of wealth known in history. Okay? And in order to do that, we're going to need some tools, ladies and gentlemen. So what are some of these tools? Some of these tools, ladies and gentlemen, are, let's just get rid of this guy over here. Some of these tools, ladies and gentlemen, are things like Kinesis Money, because if you listen to Larry Fink of BlackRock, he always tells you about tokenization. Tokenization of everything. Tokenization of real estate, tokenization of gold, tokenization of silver, tokenization of priceless paintings, tokenization of cars, tokenization of everything of value. So when it comes to precious metal, Kinesis is where you want to go if you want to be involved with tokenizing gold and silver that is also physically redeemable. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they will send you whatever denomination you want out of your account of your digital gold and silver and send it directly to your house, while also providing you with a financial advisor to help you realize your short and long-term goals. We also have Ultimo. I always call it Optimo. I don't know why. But we also have Ultimo, ladies and gentlemen. So if you hear me say Optimo, just know that I'm saying Ultimo. I don't know why it just comes out like that. But Ultimo, ladies and gentlemen, is an offshore crypto to fiat bank account, ladies and gentlemen. So when you do have earnings, when you do take profit with your multiple income streams that I'm showing you on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, you can take that crypto, whether it's BNB, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Bitcoin, or what have you, and you can take it to this platform when you have an account, ladies and gentlemen, and you can change it in or sell it into fiat, where you will have a physical card and you can take up to $20,000 a day out of physical cash if you have that much in your account, of course. And there is also added, how should I say, cool stuff within the platform where you could actually take out a loan on your own crypto, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say you put in $10,000 worth of Bitcoin and you want to take $3,000 out in cash or in crypto. You could actually do that, and you could take that. How the wealthy would do is they would take that money. They wouldn't use it to pay bills. They would take that money and they will make more money with it and then go ahead and put that money back, ladies and gentlemen. So that's another thing that you can do. And being that it is an offshore account, of course, that means that you do not come under the auspices, or you do not come within reach, I should say, of the three-letter people. You guys know who the three-letter people are. IRS, SEC, DOJ, the list goes on. Okay? So Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren will not be bothering you with Ultimo. And then, of course, we have SPRITZ, ladies and gentlemen, where you can pay your bills and your utilities with your crypto. Let's say you have a platform and you made $300, okay? And you say, hey, I want to take $200 and pay my energy bill, but I haven't changed it into fiat yet. You can take that BNB. You can take that Ethereum. You can take those blue chip coins, I should say. Right now, they mostly got the blue chip. As you can see here, your Tron, and you can use that crypto to pay your bills, ladies and gentlemen. I've been using this for a very long time. So yeah, there's all of these things that I'm talking about. These are your basic tools. Like a carpenter has a tool belt. This is your crypto tool belt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not just telling you these things because I'm just picking stuff out of the blue. No, these are foundational tools that you need in order to navigate the cryptocurrency and or blockchain landscape properly, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Uphold, ladies and gentlemen. Uphold is a wonderful exchange. Let's see here. Let's see. They got some updates going here. And I don't know why they had the updates going on here, because over on my cell phone it seems to be working properly. And let's try something, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try and see if we can get another site, because it seems to be working on the laptop. So I don't know why that we're not getting the landing page here. We should be able to get the landing page, because I actually used Uphold today, so I don't see how. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so bam, Uphold, ladies and gentlemen. I've been using Uphold for quite some time, and as I always tell you guys, never leave your money on an exchange, because not your keys, not your crypto. However, Uphold, I would say, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, but Uphold is actually exempt from that, because Uphold is pretty much more of a prime broker, or a crypto broker, if you will. And if you go here, ladies and gentlemen, and we just start to scroll down, you get new tokens early, there's transparency, discover crypto, you know, because you're connected to 20 underlying trading venues, including centralized and decentralized exchange layers, layer 2 networks, and roll-ups. Simply put, we bring you more choices, ladies and gentlemen. So I actually have my bank account and some of my debit cards, and I actually move money back and forth as I on and off ramp crypto to fiat and fiat to crypto. I can actually pull several hundred out of my bank account into Uphold, buy some crypto, and then send that crypto wherever I want. Or I can send crypto to Uphold, swap it out for USD fiat, and then withdraw it directly into my bank, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So you can do all of these types of things, and you can see how many wonderful opportunities there are on Uphold. And the referral link for this will be down in the description below, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that being said, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to take a look at a few things. And I would definitely say it is to your benefit to stay to the end of the video, because I am going to reveal to you another couple of secrets, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say secrets, I'm basically talking about things that most people will find out about late. And by the time they find out about it, they will be priced out of it, ladies and gentlemen. Because let's face it, those that are in high wealthy positions, they do not want you to become wealthy along with them. But that doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter what they want, doesn't matter what they think, doesn't matter what they do. It only matters what you do, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, we're going to reveal to you a couple of secrets that those in the know don't want you to know. So please stay to the end of the video, because it is definitely to your advantage. Now, some of you are beginners, some of you are intermediate, some of you are DeFi crypto masters like myself, and just know and understand that I'm actually giving everybody a little something for them to chew on. So, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Just wait until there is something that actually applies to you, ladies and gentlemen, because I may reveal something like, oh, this guy talking about this. Yeah, I already know about that. La, la, la. Nah, nah. Don't take that attitude, ladies and gentlemen. Remain open-minded, okay? I'm so open-minded that I've been studying the martial arts for over 50 years, and I'm still a white belt. That's how open-minded I am, okay? So, over here, Crypto Kung Fu, let's take a quick look at some things. Another part of our tool belt, ladies and gentlemen, that we have recently encountered, and this is the Palau ID. Now, why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because it is an ID that's related to DID, which is a decentralized identification, because as you continue to do crypto, institutions, politicians, and other people with titles will try to stop you. I told you, they do not want you to become wealthy. And this, the blockchain, cryptocurrency, is the ultimate tool where you actually become invincible. You cannot be stopped because you have the perfect weapon, not to just to become wealthy, but to catapult yourself into wealth. I told you before, when you learn the blockchain, you have just given yourself permission to make all of the money you want. You want to be a thousandaire? You can be a thousandaire. You want to be 100,000aire? You can be 100,000aire. You want to be a millionaire? You can be a millionaire. If you want to be a billionaire, you can be a billionaire. Being that you are on the beginning of this, it is very possible for you to even become a trillionaire in time. I kid you not. If you truly understand the power of blockchain and a cryptocurrency, along with an understanding of compound interest, there is nothing that you can tackle. Okay? I'm talking real estate. I'm talking banking derivatives. And when you say banking derivatives, do you realize that we're not talking about millions. We're not even talking about 100 millions. We're not even talking about billions. We're not even talking about trillions. When we're talking about banking derivatives market, ladies and gentlemen, which is where things like XRP deal with, but there are other things too. But when you're dealing with banking derivatives, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about quadrillions of dollars digitized, traveling at the speed of light. So understand the power and the magnitude of what we are talking about here. So with this Palau idea, as I told you, depending on where you are in the world, will determine how those authorities will try to stop you with certain things, with KYC this and oh, you live here, so you can't have that, and DDD and da da da. Whatever they have to say to stifle you, ladies and gentlemen. So this Palau ID, ladies and gentlemen, is going to give you the ability to circumvent a lot of things that they're going to throw in your way to stifle you. Because myself and many others will be using this Palau ID to circumvent a lot of platforms that are now KYCing. Thanks to our friend Gary Gensler and our other special friend Elizabeth Warren and the usual suspects that do everything in their power to protect you into poverty. Because that's actually what they're doing. They say, oh, we're protecting you. No, they're not. They're stifling you under the disguise of protecting you, because they can't come out and say, oh, we're stopping you because we don't want you to become rich. Of course, they can't say that. So they have to disguise and says, oh, well, yeah, we're protecting you. When all the while you and I know that they're not protecting you at all. They're stifling you. They're trying to make it more difficult for you. And that's okay. So with this Palau ID, it may not solve all of the problems that they try to throw your way, but it will solve a good portion of them, which makes it valuable in and of itself. And right now, it's only $248, ladies and gentlemen. And that's actually nothing, because if you are able to get onto the platforms that you want to get on, it's kind of like they're doing a digital accredited investor type of principle where they're saying, oh, you can't be a part of this because of your geographic location. Well, with this in your tool belt, you can circumvent that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's go to a couple of things. Stay with me, that you should know about. One, of course, is GMX. I can stop right there. GMX pretty much speaks for itself. And if you don't know what GMX is, then that just shows how far behind the knowledge that you are. If you know about DeFi, if you know about crypto, you know what GMX is, okay? We're going to be talking about GMX in the future. We're going to talk about how to get into it. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, but it's a platform where you are you have two different blockchains that you can utilize. You can do trading, you can do leverage, and it is a decentralized platform, ladies and gentlemen. You can do Arbitrum, which is an L2, and you can do Avalanche, ladies and gentlemen. So you have two blockchains to choose from. But we're not here to talk about that today. I'm just simply pointing you in the direction of things. You are completely free after the video to go and look at these things for yourself and explore, ladies and gentlemen. And very soon we will be doing a deep dive and revisiting GMX because it is a pillar in the protocols that are used in DeFi. And you should be in GMX. Something else you should be in. It's CAMALOT. CAMALOT, and these platforms have hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars on the platform. So nobody cares about your little $800, okay? So just stop it. Everything is not a scam, okay? Know the difference between a failed project and a rug pull. If you see a store that's been open for about 8 months and it goes out of business, do you say that the store is a scam? No. You understand that it's a failed business, but you don't accuse the store of being a scam. And it just amazes me how people that visit crypto somehow can't draw the parallels from the real world into crypto. When they come into crypto, they all of a sudden they get this magical thinking as if they think it's somehow not real or whatever. I don't know, but they just can't make the leap that this is nothing but the real world digitized. That's all it is. So as you can see, you have a lot of mean-spirited people, you have a lot of ignorant people, you have a lot of people in search of a victim, and you have a lot of poisonous people hurling insults and making accusations because that's who they are. Okay? Here on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the search of one word and one word only, and that is authenticity. Where can we find the authentic platforms where we can increase our wealth so that we can utilize the principle of compound interest and make gains around the clock, even while we're sleeping, ladies and gentlemen? And CAMALOT is one of them. All right. So that's another place where you can provide liquidity as a service. So you've heard the term staking, and that usually applies to when you have one token and you sit there and you stake it on a platform, or you delegate it to a validator. A validator is basically a person. Sorry, I'm just taking my stuff up here, getting kind of hot. A delegator is a person that actually secures the network. So when you're staking, it's like you're doing them a favor and they're doing you a favor. You're doing them a favor and they incentivize you to say, well, hey, if you help us secure this network, we'll give you some money. And you say, hey, I'm down for that. Sometimes you have to lock your tokens up. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to vest them, what have you. But this is why you do your research, because know what you're getting into before you get into it. You know that if you have to have $300 in 2 weeks and you've got $500 on you, you don't want to lock that up for 90 days, okay? So know what you're getting into, organize and order your steps, okay? Because this is all here for you to do what you need to do based upon your personal situation as you climb into financial independence. Another one where we can provide liquidity as a service, ladies and gentlemen. Another pillar with hundreds of millions, if not billions, on the platform. I haven't checked it in a while, but there was a time where Beefy, this platform here, had billions of dollars on the platform. Same thing with GMX, you know. So, yeah. So don't go in here and thinking these guys want to steal your little punk $1,200. Okay, nobody cares about your little $1,200. Okay, maybe scammers do, but we're not talking about those things. We're talking about authentic platforms that have been here and that will continue to be here because they have on-demand liquidity, ladies and gentlemen. So if we come over here to Beefy, and if we go to the landing page here, we can see all of these blockchains of Cross, and you can see the TVL right here is $279 million. But as far as what's actually being traded, trust me, it's definitely in the billions, ladies and gentlemen. So you could actually go on here and you can find some auto compounding vaults that will compound your money around the clock, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just take a look at all these positions that are available. These are all liquidity positions, okay? You can go in here and you can find what tickles your fancy. And if you want to be safe, I would suggest that you use a stable coin. And if you're going to use a coin that is not a stable coin, use something that is relatively stable. Bitcoin is pretty volatile because you got the market makers throwing that thing back and forth like a yo-yo. But something like Ethereum, Ethereum is pretty stable. It pretty much stays within a certain range. It's not being thrown all around. And there's a tremendous amount of liquidity in Ethereum. So if you want to be safe, it's pretty good to just go with something like Ethereum and a stable coin, whether it's USDC, whether it's USDZ, whether it's USDE, or what have you, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a wonderful, wonderful vault where, let's say we were going to base. Speaking of USDZ and ETH, let's just go and take a look at this. And you can go over here and you can actually deposit. And when you deposit, you can even select what you want to deposit. You can create the LP yourself somewhere like over on Aerodrome or whatever, and bring that liquidity provided token over here and deposit it. Or you could pick any one of these tokens that they list, and you can do what they call zap into the position. So let's say I had some Ethereum on this L2 base blockchain. I could actually take this ETH, I could deposit whatever I'm going to deposit, 50, 100, 1,000, 5,000, or what have you. And it would actually create the LP for me and deposit it into the platform, okay? And under the hood, of course, it's going to go to the appropriate protocol, like Aerodrome or something like that, in order to do these things, ladies and gentlemen. And another great thing about Beefy is, let's say you put $5,000 in here, and all of a sudden you had a financial emergency and you needed $2,000. You could actually go in here, take that 2,000 out, leave the 5,000 of the 3,000 behind that you got left over, cash that out into fiat. If you know how to do that, take it over to Uphold, sell it into USD and suck it into your bank account and take it out. These are the things that I'm teaching you how to do, ladies and gentlemen. So Beefy is another platform that you need to look at. And notice everything that I'm showing you right now, ladies and gentlemen, operates under the principle of what we call self-custody, meaning you could wake up 4 o'clock in the morning and you can put your hands on this money if you choose to, because it is not locked up. Okay? Now, there are protocols where you do lock your money up, but you're already prepared for that because you know that before you even go in. So know what you hold, know what you're signing up for simultaneously so that you don't have any unpleasant surprises, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, we have XtraFi. And XtraFi is another wonderful platform that we talk about. And yeah, we're just my computer isn't supremely powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to wait for it to populate as we learn how to make ourselves wealthy, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is XtraFi, ladies and gentlemen. You can come over here and the same LPs you saw over there, you can see over here. Now, over here, you're not going to get an actual token or reward token. You will get an expansion of your LP, meaning that if you put $500 in, eventually it'll become $600. And you can take a piece of that and you could take profit, or you can take that LP and you could place it elsewhere, or you can simply change it into another currency that you would like to have because of something else that you're doing. And that's another great thing about becoming wealthy, is because when you become wealthy, the power of choice is returned to you. And even if you're not wealthy at this point in time, when you enter the blockchain, that power of choice is handed to you, ladies and gentlemen, because if you look at the top of my screen here, you will see all of these choices that I have. You see? So you are free to make money any way you see fit, ladies and gentlemen, using decentralized means, meaning that you are taking the middleman out so that you don't need the bank. You are actually becoming, or have become, your own bank, ladies and gentlemen. And this is one thing that they're trying to keep you from knowing, because once you find out that you don't need the bank anymore, they are pretty much done. Aerodrome, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw, this is one of the hottest. This is basically becoming the face of Coinbase, one of the largest exchanges that there is on a planet, and onboarding many, many more, ladies and gentlemen. The central trading and liquidity marketplace on Base. Aerodrome Finance is next generation automated market maker designed to serve as Base's central liquidity hub, combining a powerful liquidity incentive engine, vote, lock, governance model, and a friendly user experience. Aerodrome inherits the latest features from Velodrome V2. Aerodrome NFTs vote to distribute token emissions and receive incentives and fees generated by the protocol. So in essence, what they're really saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a Ponzi scheme, that this comes under the heading of what you would call real yield, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the flywheel designed to reward participants that enable the sustainable growth of the protocol. You see, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a lot of terms that some of you may not understand, but that's okay. Nobody comes in here an expert. Many of us come in here, if there's anything worth learning, ladies and gentlemen, there's always a pretty steep learning curve. Learn the terms. Familiarize yourself. Join liquidities in Telegram and Discord, and make it your business to be in the know of how to get this money, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to teach you. I am a crypto educator. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to convince you of anything. So if any of you over there have your arms folded and you've got this attitude of where you want me to impress you, you got the wrong attitude. I'm not here to impress you. Okay? And basically what we need here is an attitude of gratitude, because no one else is going to teach you. You can't go to night school and learn this. You know, no wealthy person is going to teach you this. Okay? So this is kind of a blessing right here, ladies and gentlemen, and you owe it to yourself to be the rightful master of your own financial destiny. And we're going to go over one last thing before I give you the secret that I promised you guys when I first started this video. And we're going to go over here and we're going to look at VFAT, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a lot of people, if you may have seen some people talk about this and say, oh, everybody's going crazy over VFAT, okay? And yeah, and with good reason, okay? So you might do yourself a favor and not be pessimistic when it comes to things of this nature. Being pessimistic does not serve your interest. You need to be optimistic, and you need to be grateful, and you need to be humble so that somebody can teach you something. Okay? If you already know everything, nobody can teach you anything. So remain open-minded. Like I said, I've been studying the martial arts over 50 years. Some people call me a grandmaster. I call myself a white belt, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why we do crypto kung fu over here all day long, ladies and gentlemen. I've been a computer tech. I've ran my own lab. I've done computer animation. I've beta tested the software you now know as Pixar. Before it even hit the market, I beta tested that. It was part of another program called the Video Toaster and videographing. I've done graphic design for 3 states. I've done it all, ladies and gentlemen. I was programming in BASIC when I was in the 7th grade, so naturally I have an aptitude for this sort of stuff. But even if you didn't do all of those things that I did, the information is here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you give yourself a chance and just believe in yourself a little bit every day, you can grow, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about what you know. There was another individual that you know. I'm not going to mention his name because people go crazy when I mention his name and they lose focus. So let's just talk about the principle. There was a person, and if I said his name, you would know him. But there was a person that a few years ago went bankrupt. Okay? He's a billionaire. He's a celebrity. He went bankrupt. And before you can shake your head twice, he was right back to being a billionaire. You know why? Because he understood finance, and more importantly, he understood the principle of compound interest, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have a multi-chain yield aggregator and a portfolio manager. So yes, we are providing liquidity as a service, but no longer do you have to go to 15, 18 platforms to divide a liquidity pool over here, a liquidity pool over there. I'm not saying this is the end all be all, but this can help you to organize your liquidity providing positions in a big way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at this. If we go over here and we look, this thing is pretty much just starting out, but you can go over here and you can swap, ladies and gentlemen, into different tokens so that you can get whatever it is that you're going to need within the blockchains that are available. You got the base chain, you got native Ethereum, you got BNB, you got the Mantle L2, you've got Optimism, you've got Arbitrum, you've got Phantom, you've got BOB, you've got Linnea, Mode, Scroll, and ZK EVM Polygon. So you've got all of these liquidity providing positions over here as far as blockchains is concerned with the respective tokens. All right. You can go over here and here's some tokens over here. And as a matter of fact, let me just go over here very quickly and let me just disconnect my wallet very quickly because I want you guys to see this thing unencumbered by, you know, what I've got over there, you know. So you've got your portfolio, you've got your tokens, you know, and when you go over here, you can go and look at this. These are the tokens over here. You got the portfolio, and of course, it's not going to show anything because I just disconnected my wallet. You've got the lending market, and then you've got this section here because this is basically going to take you over to Ethena, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is connected to another platform called Ethena. What is Ethena? Ethena is a protocol that was created as the brainchild of a macroeconomic genius. I like to call him a genius, Arthur Hayes. Arthur Hayes wrote an essay or a blog about his idea to create an internet bond that was not dependent upon fiat currency. And someone came to him and said, hey, I'd like to actually build this protocol, this concept that you actually talked about. We'd like to, you know, use you as a consultant to show us your, you know, how to build out this protocol according to your specifications. And they did so, and that's why you have Ethena right here, ladies and gentlemen. But VFAT is connected to Ethena, and they're going to start to build it out even more. So with this, you're going to be able to have a USDE position and this, that, and the other. But if we go back to VFAT, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that if you go to Ethereum, you're going to have some. If we go to yield and we look at some of these positions, if I go to search, let's see what comes up if I put in Ethena. Nothing's really coming up. Let's see what comes up if I put in USDE. Ah, there we go. There, because USDE is the stable coin of Ethena. You see? So there you have it. So there's going to be a connection here to, yeah, see, that's a small e there. So yeah, so there's a connection here on VFAT to Ethena, and I'm pretty sure they're going to build that out in time, ladies and gentlemen. But enough about that. Let's just take a look at these positions. Now, when you put your liquidity in here, what's going to happen on the back end is that VFAT is actually going to deposit that liquidity into the proper protocol, whether that protocol is Aerodrome, whether that protocol is Velodrome, whether that protocol is Pancake Swap, or what have you. You see, so this is primarily just a dashboard for you to manipulate and utilize certain things when it comes to liquidity providing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is not some newfangled team that just said, hey, we're going to get here in the crypto and we're going to make a lot of money. And a team of guys just came together and they threw something together and says, hey, this ought to dazzle them. No, I've done some research on this, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here to reveal to you something that I haven't heard anyone else say. And I'm not in, not in competition with anybody, but just to kind of pat myself on the back here, I've done some research and I come to find out that this platform has been in existence for over 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what 3 years in DeFi is? That's a light year. That's because you got to remember, Bitcoin didn't even come out until 2009, you know? So, 1 year in crypto is like 10, maybe even 20 years in the regular world, okay? Because things move that fast, ladies and gentlemen. So 3 years in crypto, and they've been fine tuning this platform the entire time, ladies and gentlemen. And at some point, I might even go back and show you some of the previous videos of VFAT 3 years ago. But now we know much more. We're more mature. We have more things available to us. And this is what we have going right now, ladies and gentlemen. So let me go over here and I've got a little position in here. Let me figure out how am I going to connect my wallet here. How do I do that? Here we go. Let me go ahead and connect my wallet. Let me make sure I got it going on over here. Okay. That's an appropriate one. And we're going to use the Rabby wallet, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know about Rabby wallet, what I've basically done is I've taken my MetaMask wallet and I imported that wallet into Rabby. So anything that I do in Rabby resonates in MetaMask, and anything I do in MetaMask resonates in Rabby, because it's like going into a room. I have a front door and I have a back door, but no matter which door I go in, it leads me to the same room, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, got it? Good. All right. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to look at deposits, and you see that little one right there? And we're going to click on this, and it's going to show that I have a little bit of a position here over on the concentrated liquidity 100 wrap ETH and USDC. And you can see I also have auto compound checked, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like the status right here is right on the edge there, ladies and gentlemen. So we might have to, you see, here it is over here. We might have to rebalance in a moment in order to continue to earn fees, ladies and gentlemen. It all depends on what happens in the next few minutes. So I, of course, will stay tuned to see if I need to do that. But what if I didn't want to do that? What if I wanted to have an auto rebalance? That's a novel idea. So we can go over here and we can click on rebalance, and we can just scroll down a little bit. I just found out about this window too. And I can configure auto rebalance, ladies and gentlemen. So if I do that and I configure auto rebalance or turn it on, let's do that. Let's click that. and it's going to go into my wallet. And we're going to click that, and we're going to click that, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're going to go doom, doom, doom. Transaction successful. And we give it a second for it to catch up to itself. And we're going to come down here, and you see we have auto compound here, but that's not what we wanted to achieve, ladies and gentlemen. What we wanted to achieve is we wanted to have a consistent state of, because as you can see on the status here, you can see how it's in the middle now. See, before it was way back here, about to go out of range. So even though we did rebalance and put it back in the middle, we actually want to achieve a little more here, ladies and gentlemen. We actually want to have a consistent state of rebalancing. So there's compound, there's exit. Let's go up here. And what we're going to do is, let's go over here to deposit. Boom, boom, bap. And let's go up here. And give me a second here because I'm going to find it for you, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our wallet there. We've got deposits. We got our APR. You can check your daily rewards. You can view it hourly. You can view it weekly. There's a lot of things that you can do here, ladies and gentlemen. I like to keep it on daily rewards. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to take a quick look here. And we have staked rewards. Just give me a second here, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to find this. There it is. I just went and did a quick little research here. And the reason why I can't enable auto rebalance here as a consistent state, you see right here where it says enable auto rebalance, I actually can't do that. Well, it may let me do it here, but it actually told me that I shouldn't enact that unless I have more than $500, ladies and gentlemen, because I can actually do that. Let's just do that. You know, I really shouldn't do it, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. All right. And we're going to configure the auto rebalance. But actually, it works best if you have $500 or more, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, we're going to put that there because I just want to show you what it looks like. And if you see right there, that little weight scale there, it says auto rebalance and auto compound there. Now you can also, there's a third thing that you can apply here, and that is the harvest, ladies and gentlemen. Now there are people that has, you know, 18, 25, $50,000 in here, and they're making about $600 to $1,000 a day. So you can configure this auto harvest so that every time it gets to a certain number, it automatically injects your money directly into your wallet. Okay. Now, being that I'm working with this little bit right here, right now, because as you can see, I got 318 million other things going on. But as we increase this position, ladies and gentlemen, we will be utilizing the auto harvest. And if you're using auto harvest, obviously you're going to take the this right here, the auto compound, you're going to take this off and you're going to substitute it for the auto harvest because you can't be in and out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a quantum computer, 0 and 1 at the same time. So you can't auto compound and auto harvest at the same time. It just doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to take off the auto compound in order to utilize the auto harvest, ladies and gentlemen. You can't have all three, okay? So you take that auto compound off if you want to just do the auto harvest. And you can do an auto harvest of $10, $20, $50. Say, hey, every time I get $50, just inject that into my wallet. You can do it that way. And if you got 20, 25, 30, $30,000 on the platform, you know, you just come in here and you basically monitor your position to make sure that it remains in balance. And now that I have this auto rebalance here, then yeah, you know, it should be okay because we know USDC is a stable coin. It's always $1. So 50% of this LP position is totally stable. The wrapped ETH is usually also, it's not a stable coin. It goes up and down on the charts, but it usually stays pretty freaking stable as it just goes up and down a little bit, every once in a while, it may take a little bit of a dive, but essentially for the most part, ETH is a safe bet, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I took this one here, because I said, if I want to build, I want to build on something where I don't have to adjust it every 5 minutes. Or even if you have auto rebalance on, it's going to chip away at your profits, because every time you auto rebalance, whatever impermanent loss that you suffered will then become concrete. And also you have the fees from the platform that will incur in order for them to provide that service for you. So it's going to chip away at your earnings. So you don't want this thing rebalancing all the time. You want it to be a once in a blue moon type of thing, which means that you want to have a pretty stable coin that isn't trying to rebalance itself every couple of hours, because that would tear into your, I'm going to create a word here, earnability, okay? Or let's just say profits, okay? So here are some of the things that you should be looking at, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want a solid ROI DApp, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you have the BNB miner, which has been running for about 3 years now, I believe. So yeah, 1,230 days, which is approximately 3 years or close to it, just over or just under. So this has stood the test of the time, and it pays you out in BNB. Another good ROI platform that I use is Mint Stake Share, ladies and gentlemen. All of these referral links will be down in the description below. Now, this one here, you're actually earning 2% on your money a day, and you can compound 2% on your money a day, and you can take out 1% a day. So this is pretty much, if you look at the logo here, this is pretty much just like a more sophisticated form of the original drip protocol, ladies and gentlemen, that, made a lot of people a lot of money. I'm talking about the drip by Forex Shark that was big on the BNB chain, just a little while ago. And it created a lot of millionaires, let's just say, and a lot of people, that platform literally paid out billions of dollars. So this actually comes in the same tradition. It has a solid proof audit, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have a benevolent dev, who is Aaron from he's like a single man dev team, but his name rings bells in this space. And he's a benevolent dev. None of his projects, formerly like Bomb Money and the sort, they've never rugged anybody, and they never did anybody wrong. They never, tackled the treasury, you know what I'm saying, and use it as their personal bank account. And I have witnessed people do that. I see a lot of protocols, talking about elephant money and, they're doing this. But from what I can see and from the people that I know in it, it looks to me, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. It looks to me that Bank Teller is actually using elephant money as his own personal bank account, because every so often he goes in and he takes a couple of $1 million out, claiming to get hacked or whatever. That is not a benevolent dev. Okay. So, yeah. So if you're in elephant money, I would suggest that you get out, because it is not a good protocol. As Thunder Breezy would say, he's got reflection coins and elephant money that ain't reflecting. Okay. So anyway, the link for Mint Stake Share will be in the description below. So you come over here, you can swap, you can stake, and you can share your link. And when you share your link, you will earn 5%. Even when they compound, you will earn 5% of what they compound, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my play wallet here. Okay. As you can see, I got 88 cents over there. So I can actually come over here if I wanted to, and let's see if I could do a little compounding. Compound my little 88 cents here on my Rabby, And if you go over here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that. Let's just go over here where we go to mint, and you can see mint price now is actually coming down. It was very close to 10 cents. It was 9 cents and getting very close to 10 cents. So this mint price is starting to come down. Over on Pancake Swap, it's 4.5 cents. And if you swap, it's 1.89 times. Swap is cheaper. You see, so they're telling you the cheapest way to obtain these coins for you to stake. So there's no deception or underhandedness going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of providing liquidity as a service. And now I'm going to drop on you the secret that I promised you. And the secret that I promised you, if you go over here to SDEX Explorer, okay, we have a new token here. All right. And this token is called XAI, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to show you the actual address here. The address ends in XAI DBS right here. You can see it right here. This is the ending right there. All right. That's how you know you have the right one. Now, what is the significance of this? The significance of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is Elon Musk's secret token, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not just saying that just to say that, ladies and gentlemen. We have actual proof, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Xifinity. Ride the stellar waves. This is on the Stellar Lumens blockchain, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're using Stellar Lumens, if you're using it from your wallet, you got the Freighter wallet over here that you can utilize. And it's a pretty decent wallet. All right. I haven't actually put that token there, but I actually like the Expo wallet even better, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to be a little more sophisticated than the Freighter wallet, even though I've heard that the Freighter wallet is supposed to be Stellar's official wallet, but seems like the this one here, this Expo right here, is a lot more sophisticated, you know. But time will tell, you know. But if we go over here, and if we go over to x.com, and we go here to home, and we look up XAI, and we go here, and if you go over to Twitter, you can see that this has mad backing. And you can see Elon Musk himself has tweeted, "Nice work by the XAI team. X team, NVIDIA supporting communities and Memphis supercluster training." Okay. Then he says, "Come help XAI route photons as an elite fiber tech in Memphis." And then he continues to go on, and he talks about this, that, and the other. Right down here, Elon Musk tweets again, giving the pace of technology improvement. It's not worth sinking 1 CW of power into H100s. If you don't know what H100s are, ladies and gentlemen, H100s are very expensive GPUs, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my phone? H100s, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they cost approximately $30,000 a piece. Hold on one second. How much is an H100 GPU? Hold on a second. My phone's not talking right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think I turned the sound off. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. How much is an H100 GPU? Uh-huh. H100 GPU price, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to find that out for you right now, but if I'm, I believe they are the price. It usually just says it, but because I'm making a video, obviously it's not going to say it now. All right, and I'm not going to sit here and scroll forever. But the price of an H1 is about $30,000, if I remember correctly, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so there's another point in here where XAI is pleased to announce such and such, such and such. And there's another point in here where Elon Musk goes on to say, should he sink, I think it was either $5 million or $5 billion into XAI, ladies and gentlemen. The following countries can now grok. That's X, whatever. Here's XAI. Come meet the team. Blah blah blah. Now Elon Musk is talking about grok again, and this, that, and the other. So, but there was a text in here where Elon Musk said, hold on, let me just see if I can click on Elon and see if it'll bring up those other things that he said about XAI. He's got his SpaceX Raptor thing going on. He's also coming out with another business. I believe he's coming out with a candy business now. That I heard something about it, but he's doing walkthroughs with that. But there was a tweet in here, ladies and gentlemen, where he talked about sinking about, it was either 5 million or $5 billion into this token that I just showed you, which is this XAI, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I put this into my wallet, okay, if you come over here to my assets, if I scroll down, you see when I put this in here, you see it even came up with the correct logo, ladies and gentlemen. And this logo looks very much like the X app formerly known as Twitter logo, ladies and gentlemen. So all of these things are lining up. And if Elon Musk is talking about it, you better bet your bottom dollar that it will be used on X as part of the payment system, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, if you look at what this token is worth, we have 0.0000. We got 4 zeros, 363. That means if you sink a few $100s and it's $500 or $1,000 into this, if this thing even goes to 25 cents, you're a multimillionaire. I mean, things like this happen in crypto. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying the possibilities are endless. So when it comes to this, ladies and gentlemen, the field is wide open. And of course, before we go, we cannot forget about our beloved Pepe coin, which is not only just a meme coin, ladies and gentlemen, but it is being developed as an AI, large language model AI project that in a lot of ways is even superior to that of the great bit Tensor, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You will be able to burn for brains, or what's known in bit Tensor as subnets. And you've got based AI over here, where you can go over here and you can look at this website and all of the things, a layer one network for ZK, large language models and smart contracts, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the TechBot over here. This is a very large program, ladies and gentlemen. So I feel that I've talked your heads off long enough. I feel that you guys have a good start. I feel that, you guys just might be inspired to risk it for the biscuit, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, this is the sensei of Kung Tech Fu doing crypto kung fu with you all day long, ladies and gentlemen, as we catapult ourselves into financial independence, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys already know, as we always say, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to get this crypto.